Greetings everyone, and welcome back to No One Survived. We're approaching the horde, very close. I didn't want to use any of the, that one. I didn't want to use any of my assault weapon ammo, so I have the 9mm and I have my shotgun if I need it. You can see that we're on the platform here and I've added some more spikes. Hopefully they do what we want them to do and come straight at us, and there they are. All right, I see a couple of specials. I think those are construction workers. And that might be a policeman. No, there's a soldier right there, you know? Why don't we just help the soldier? Okay, wow, there's actually a couple of them here. All right, you want to stay back there, please? Yeah, you want to stay back? Thank you. Was that a nurse? Okay, hold on. There we go. Don't run on top of the spikes, please. That's very rude. Right. Yeah, and I only have 14 rounds for this left. I thought I actually had more 9mm. I didn't. All right, let me see if I can loot them without actually drinking anything. No, don't drink anything. Nope, don't drink. Loot that. Loot that. Okay, that worked out pretty good. I did spend some 9mm ammo, but not a problem at all. I didn't have to pull the shotgun out at all. All right, and we are done for 7 days. All right, so I want to do some things today. One thing that I did manage to get my metallurgy up to level 2, so I was able to start making aluminum ingots. So that means we can make some canteens, and I'm going to do that. All right, let's get back up here. All right, and let's get back to the base. Then I can put these weapons away and get my normal ones. Yeah, eventually I'm going to have to carry the shotgun with me everywhere I go because we're going to get to the point where you just can't melee them anymore. Probably right after I hit that switch to turn the specials back on, as soon as year 2 begins. All right, now one of the things I want to do today is I want to go on a bit of a road trip. We're going to make one stop at a merchant, the food merchant. I'm hoping I can get some cigarettes and some wine because I do have books, but I can't really use them because they're going to kill my mood unless I have some way of countering it. All right. Oh, and this is my selling box. Things I have in here I can sell, and we're probably going to be doing just that. All right, let me just swap out my my arsenal here. Okay, so you can have that. And then where's the shotgun? You can have that. We'll take the AK back. And then I'll have this sword right here, just in case we need it. All right, and I have to do some ammo work over here too. So let's put away the shotgun rounds and grab 2 stacks of Magnum. I'm pretty good with the 7.62 over here, so that's not a problem. All right, like I mentioned, I was able to make aluminum ingots since I got my metallurgy to level 2. I think I have magazines to get it up further from that. Where did I leave the magazines? Metallurgy 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, that would be great, except of course, like I said, I don't really have the mood altering stuff to really help me there. I have 1 cigarette and I got 2 reads of a magazine left, and that is unfortunately it. Now I do have one, where is it? I do have wine, but the problem with the wine is that it also takes care of your thirst. So I don't want to use it exclusively for that. You know, if I'm thirsty, yeah, I'll do that. But I mean, I want to save it for when I'm actually thirsty, even though I do have a lot of things here. That reminds me, oh, I do have this, so let's open this up. Now, like I said, I was able to unlock this one because I got my metallurgy to level 2. Silver is going to require level 3. That's not really a problem right now, and I do have a book for that. What is this one? Oh, glass. That's only metallurgy 2, but I don't need glass right now. Now, steel is way deep, because you have to open up some serious stuff for that one. Yeah, here it is right here. But you have to have the electric furnace for that. And yeah, metallurgy 4, engineering 3. Engineering 3 probably isn't a problem. It's just that everything else I'm going to need for this, like the machining table, which is going to require engineering, electrical. We'll work on those things, one thing at a time. At the moment, let's talk about the canteen. I do have mechanics level 4, and of course I have the aluminum ingot, so not a problem. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, put that in there, and I'm going to say, make me 2 of them. I think also I need some more planks. Because of what I'm going to be doing, I'm just going to say, make me 4 planks. All right, we'll wait until that's done. Let me see. Yes, I also do need an iron axe. The one I have is a bit run down, and I definitely think we're going to need another one. I also want, I think it's in here. Yeah, I want to make sure I have stones with me. All right, so here's the thing. I have identified a location where I want to build the main base. This one was always meant to be temporary, and I am going to use this one for the winter to stay warm. However, I want to start laying down the foundation, and I also want to start putting racks with chests down. See, at the moment, if you look at the situation, I'm actually kind of full. That was one of the reasons that I left things behind at that last stop yesterday, the previous video, is that I just didn't have anywhere to put it. I mean, look, I'm storing weapons in here. So what I want to do is I want to put a foundation down and start adding things to it, but I do want to have chests there. That way, if I go and I loot someplace and I got a lot of loot that I don't need now, I don't need like plastics, I don't need cement, electronics, I don't need the batteries and such like that now, I am going to need them, and I'm going to need them there. So if I loot all that stuff, I want someplace I can put there where I'm eventually going to need them. I'm going to need to make one of these, of course, too. But at the moment, I'm thinking if we can make a crafting table, this guy right here, how are we doing? Okay, we nearly have this. I might as well get the mechanical hit here, because why not? I want a crafting table, and I also want to start, like I said, putting the chests up. So I want as many of the planks as I can get. I'm also going to need the simple parts, too. All right, we'll just hold on to that for a moment. It's going to be easier if I have 2 of them. All right, where was the simple parts? Yeah, I mean, look, I don't need a solar panel here. I think I'm going to take that with me, though. I'm going to throw that right in. I'm going to need 2 of those. And I do have the batteries that we got, and I left one behind because I knew I was going to have space issues. I did get some extras over here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have to bring something to sell. I think the little pistol's going to do the job, so that's all I'm going to bring with me. Because basically I'm going to be buying food, and in this game, food is very inexpensive. So we are going to use this. Actually, what temperature is it right now? Okay, it's 80. But then again, it is 1:15 in the morning. Oh, and by the way, I am wearing some of that clothing that we got at the police station, the good stuff. See, I have the vest on, which is, again, very light in the heat problem. And this one over here, also very light in the heat, but it's a lot better protection than the shorts. And of course, we have the really good shoes now. Really good shoes indeed. And I got a sun hat. So I'm good up to 103. So that shouldn't be an issue. All right, how are we doing over here? All right, it is building up. It is building up. I'm looking to get this. Then what we're going to do is, here, give me this. Actually, I'm going to fill this guy up right now. We'll use the other one for the fresh water. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the canteen, drop it in here, and you can see it now has dirty water in it. We're going to have to cook it. Did I grab? Yes, I did. All right, so let's throw this in here. And then what we're going to do is, I figure 2 sticks is probably overkill, but I'm going to do it anyway. I just don't want it running out. 1 stick is probably going to do the job. Here in a second. Let me just split it. All right. I don't want to waste them. All right. I do have the second one now. Good. All right. So let that go. That's going to get me some more planks. All right. So what we're going to do is this one here has got the dirty water. We're going to clean it and put it into this one. So the first thing we're going to do is each helping, because it holds 5, is going here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this, and then we're going to hit cook. you got to hit the cook button and you got to see the dots. So what's going to happen, it's going to turn from yellow to blue, so we know it's nice and clean. Then we're going to dump the last ones in there, and we're going to have a canteen filled with clean water. There we go. Load that in, load that in, load that in. Okay, the last two, this one and this one. And now this one is now empty, and when we're done here, we'll put the last two in there. Yeah, one stick did the job, no problem. Okay, as soon as... Oh, I didn't hit the button. And I just said, you got to hit the button. And I forgot to hit the button. See that? Okay, hopefully I didn't cost myself the clean water by doing that. Come on, 6 seconds. There we go. We're good to go. All right, so this one now has 5 helpings of clean water. And I am taking that back because I do not trust this game. All right, put this guy back in here, and I got a lot of those. All right, we're going to put this here for now because I don't need it because this is... Oh, that's actually the good one. This is the one I'll leave behind. All right, what I want to do is... I got 2 good bottles over here. I have a bunch of empties over here that I use, but you can see that when you use them, they wear down very fast, which is the reason you need the canteens as soon as you can get them. Can I make any more... I do have aluminum. Okay, I can make 4 more. That's going to be 400. 480. I need another one. It's close, but I think I got it. All right. I'm actually going to need some of these anyway. I'm just going to take... Oh, yeah, that actually works out good. All right, so I'm going to put this up here. All right, so how is this going? All right, it looks like they're done. All right, now what I want to do is I want to grab as many of these as I possibly can because we're going to need planks. All right, I think that I can get one more in. All right, we're good. I got that, a spare of those. I think I'm good to go because I need simple parts for the chests and the racks. And, oh, no, I do need something that I don't have here. All right, you know what I'm going to do? For the moment, we'll put that in there because I need a toolbox. All right, so I'll remember. I mean, I got 5 of those barrels in a bag in the car, so that's not a problem. And I figure I might as well just cook up the rest of this while I'm away. All right, am I good to go? Oh, there was some other things that I wanted. Like, I wanted some of these. Yeah, I have a lot of these because eventually you're going to wish you had a lot of them. So start collecting them early and put them someplace because you're going to need them. I just realized, okay, I don't have room for a battery in my inventory. Right, because what I want to do is I want to build a little spawn spot where we're going. So I want to make sure that I have the sticks. I'm sure there's plenty there. It's just I want to do it, and that as soon as I arrive, I should say. All right, so let's go off to the vehicle. What time is it? It's going to start getting late soon. Here, take that too. All right, so let's talk about specifically what we're going to do after I load these planks in to a bag. Let's see. Now this one has got 5 barrels of fuel in it, so that's not a problem. I think this one is empty. Yes, it is. So you take that. I don't need these for now. I will need them, but not now. All right, and then we'll load this guy back in. And then we'll put on the sunglasses. Now, unfortunately, in this game, summers really suck. And I don't mean the heat. I mean the weather. And because I'm doing a video, you may see dramatic changes in the weather. So just saying. It may be, oh, it's looking terrible. Boom, it's bright and sunny. It's what you got to do sometimes. Because if you can't see what's going on, you're not going to enjoy it. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to head all the way down here. So let me just go over the flight plan. We're going all the way down here. We're going to go through here. There's a gas station there. There's also a couple of bus stops, I should say. Am I moving? Yes. Okay, just stop. I had a nightmare of crashing into something. Let's go back. So first thing we're doing, we're heading for this merchant. This is a food merchant, and I'm hoping to get cigarettes and then alcohol, things to help me learn so I can affect my mood. From there, we're going to go down this way to this area right here, because this is what I have identified as where I want to build my main base. There is a bit of a hiccup with it. Hopefully that's not going to be a long-term problem, but we'll have to see about that. It's something I think we can manage. And by something, I think wolves. That's the problem. There are a batch of wolves in the area. Hopefully, they're not going to get too close to us. There's actually a lot of area in there, but I am planning for the future. All right, and we have to be very careful. Like right at the top there, there's a great thing that will hurt your vehicle. Even though we are nicely repaired now, I would like to keep it that way. All right, let's go around here. Let's go around here. And there we go. All right, so this is kind of an industrial area. I'm sure there's some good stuff waiting for us in there, but that will have to wait for another day because I don't have anywhere to put it. See, if I bring it all the way back to that base, I'm just going to have to bring it to the new base anyway. And I do see... All right. Now, we're probably attracting the dead, so I need to do these as quickly as possible. Oh, that's actually really good right there. Yep, that's good. That's good. Okay, quickly get in. All right, moving on. And right up here on the right, there is a gas station. Just wave and say hi. Hi, everyone. Hi. Okay, and there is another bus station up here. Or bus stop, I should say. All right. Stop, get out, quick. Cigarettes, please. Okay, well, that's... I'm not going to say no to that. That's good stuff right there. Back seat. I am not a backseat driver. I think there's another one up here. Once again, there's probably a lot of good stuff in there. We'll see about that in the future. Although, there have been problems with loot on this map. Or is it the game now? And from what I'm hearing and from what I've seen, it's actually a little bit scary. So we'll have to see what happens. Maybe there's some balancing or something going on. But I have seen things in my explorations. And there is another one right here. Come on, give me one cigarette. One cigarette. Come on, I need it. I need it. It's my own. My precious. Okay, a lot of magazines, though. I mean, that's not bad. It's the equivalent of a cigarette. It just takes longer. Because it's 3 uses, 10 each, you know, for a total of 30. The thing is, they don't stack very well, whereas cigarettes stack very nicely. All right, so here we're going to be making our right. And there is something else that has occurred to me recently. Very quickly, I want to check something. I'll take the iron. I do have to get my weapons crafting up. Okay, but I'm hoping I can find one to make it sound a lot cooler than I have so far. Here, hold on a second. Give me this. Nope, so far. Might as well look in here, too. Because you know what it is? I'll be like, yeah, I looked in there, and I didn't look in there. So I'm gonna might as well just make sure that I do look in all of them. Because you never know, you might find some really good stuff. Yeah, except not what I'm looking for. All right, what I'm looking for is these small containers of fuel. You know, the 1 liter ones. Okay, I might be able to sell that. I mean, I'll be able to sell it, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that to the next vendor that comes up. That's what I'm looking for. All right, so here's the thing. I need to start saving those since we do have a lot of fuel. The reason for that is because I want Molotov cocktails, and you need a small bottle of fuel for that. Since I can't make them yet, I really should start collecting them. Okay, was there any others? I think there was a couple over here. Let's make the turn first. Alright. here. And rotate around. And off. Okay, I will definitely take the iron nuggets. Saves me a step. Oh, that's nice. More like that. Not much going on in these, huh? Ooh! Ooh, 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 ooh. That is very good because I didn't have one of those for the AK. Oh, that was definitely worth the stop, wasn't it? Yes, it was. All right, we'll work this all out when we get to where we're going. Actually, the next stop is going to be the food merchant. And that's going to be up here on the hill in the on the right. Actually, you can see the building right now there, can't you? We're going to be heading, we're making a turn to the left and heading down that way. And there is another gas station over there. We're not going to be stopping. I'm hoping that over time, whatever's over there will build up. All right, so let's get over here. Not hitting the rock, of course. Oh, not hitting that either. Not hitting the tree. All right, screech to a halt. All right, I think I'm going to have to drop some stuff. Did I put anything else in here? I don't have any room in there. All right, I'll put this somewhere else. Oh, am I starting to hear that? Yeah, that's unfortunate. The weather is starting to become an issue. All right, put all this in here. Put that in there. I'm not going to need that one. I'll save that for later. Put that in there. What I want to do actually right now is why don't we do this? Mods, and we'll put that on, and it's fully pimped now. Okay, and we're going to put this back in here, and then we're going to talk to you. Hi. All right, you might notice that the food vendor has about 1/3 of what it used to have. I don't know if that's... Excuse me for a moment. Yeah, that was just really too loud. All right, back to what we were doing. He has about 1/3 of what the food vendor used to have. I'm guessing maybe that's because there are 3 of them now. The problem is that they're scattered all over the map. Oh, here's something interesting. 8.8 dog food. It's free. It literally is. If you don't have any money, you could just buy it for free. All right, so what do we have here? 13. What do you got? 15. Can I put anything else in there? Like a peach? Yeah, I think that's going to be about it. And boom. Yeah, so you can only buy one because he's only going to have one. Thing is that everybody is scattered, you know, to the 4 winds all over the map. You know, like, look at this one way down here, even though that one is kind of close. Actually, I know that's a gun merchant. And this one over here is a book merchant. You know, the same books that we find, you know, technology. This one's engineering, this one is mechanics, that kind of thing. Not the silver ones. I don't know where they are. You know, one problem I'm going to see is iron. Here's the thing. I happen to know what's in this mine and what's in this mine. This mine is coal and clay. Like I said, I have been doing some exploring off save. This one up here is basically limestone and aluminum. Now, where are the other mines? Well, there's one here way on the top of a hill. See, if you want to go all the way up here, you have to go past a bandit camp that's right on the road, by the way. There's another one up here, which means you'd have to go all the way down here and then up here and then around. I mean, I don't know how hard that's going to be. That will probably be the next one that I check because I do need to know where iron is. That's kind of a big deal. I'm guessing iron and saltpeter. I have no idea what will be the other one. All right, so let's get going. Do I have everything that I need? You know, I think I'm just going to eat the dog food now. And I do think some water would be good too, so I'm going to drink from this big one here. And I think another one's a good idea. Yeah, I'm a little bit tired too. I might have to grab myself some rest. Do you have... Yeah, we'll do that. Well, that's good. Let's go. All right, so we're going to what is going to be our new home. I want to put down some things to get going, and maybe we'll take a little look at the area and the reason that I have selected it. Physically, the first reason is going to be obvious. All right, so yeah, we have a... hey guys, how's it going? We'll be back later, some other time. See ya. All right, so we're just gonna head down the road. On the right side, there's gonna be a lot of houses. A lot of these are the kind that don't have kitchens. They're just like one room. Some of them, like that one, do seem to be a little bit bigger. But I'm sure some loot can be obtained in there. Just scattered around, and of course there's like a little fishing hut over there with a little pier. Some more houses. And beautiful village. I'm guessing it's talking about what's in front of us. All right, you might notice the ground we're looking at now is very flat. I mean, it is very flat. And that is like the first qualification. Second qualification is that there is a lot of trees. There's also some goodly amount of stone, but I'm going to be building out of wood. Now, you might notice something on the right if you're paying attention. Yeah, wolves. There's a lot of them. As a matter of fact, on that hill at one point... Oh, that's not what I want you doing. No, 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 no. Go away, go away, go away. They will wreck your car, by the way. They will wreck your car. I saw about 5 of them playing on that hill. All right. Is he still following me? I'm hoping he's out of range. All right, so I'm going to make this turn. Otherwise, I'm going to aggro a lot of zombies here. All right, so what we're going to do is going to make a turn. And there we go. All right, this is not specifically what I'm thinking of. I want to move a little further in. And I'm thinking about here, at least to begin with. So let's move this out of the way. You can see we got stones. We got a lot of trees in here too. Now, over there is a bit of an issue because of the wolves. So let's just see here now. I'm pretty much in the middle here. The wolves are kind of around there. I mean, you know, it is a source of meat. Just saying. You know, you get your sniper rifle, you pick one off, you go over, you cut it up, you get a bunch of meat. I don't think it's going to be a problem. If it does become a problem, I could always put up like a barrier or something like that, because they're not spawning here. They just can occasionally run over here. So right now they're back up on the hill. Like I said, I did see like 5 of them going crazy on each other, like up there. So there is a bunch of them. This is what I'm thinking of right here. So I got 2 gaps here. You can see there's a gap in the fence right over there, so I could drive through there and drive out, and I can also go in the way I did over here. The problem with that is that you could aggro zombies, so you want to not be like right over there. But I do believe I am right in the middle right now, where I have the most amount of space. Now, what I'm thinking of is that I build my crafting and my storage facility here, and I want to make it larger than the last one. I'm thinking of a 6x6. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a second floor. We'll have to see about that in the future. I'll leave the possibility open. Then what I want to do is back here behind it, I want to build the community center. You know, the one you need for the NPCs. Between that is going to be like the power and the water. So that way it's going to be in range of both of them. The reason I want the community center there is because, remember, all the buildings have to be near it. So I would build all of the buildings around the community center so that they would be supported. You know, the houses, the canteen, and of course the professional things like the mining place that we made in the previous one, where we actually did get him to start mining. We just didn't have the canteen, so it wouldn't work efficiently. But I mean, that's what I'm thinking about in the future. I'm thinking about that now. All right, so what I need to do, though, is I need to start laying down at least the initial configuration. I'm trying to think. Here, why don't we just do this for now? Okay, nope, we'll do this. All right, I'm going to be ripping all these trees down. So, yeah, that's something that's going to be happening. All right, as high up as possible. That way, if a wolf does come by, you know, he's going to start munching on that, and I don't want... I'm going to make stairs anyway, so... All right, we'll start with like a 2x3, even though I mean, I can fill that in. And another thing I want to do, and I think I have everything on me right now. We'll just do this as kind of a marker, if nothing else. Because that's as far I'm going to go this way. I will probably build that way and this way. That's what I'm thinking, at least. All right, so let's see. What I need is furniture, this, boom. And we'll put that out there, and I think I got everything. Yep, I do. If nothing else, that makes a nice green marker, because wherever you put one, you have a nice green marker. There we are right there. Okay, so let me fill this in with logs, and then we'll get back. All right, as you can see, that's all loaded up. So let's get up here. I'm going to build the crafting station right here, and I'm going to build storage containers this way. So that's what we're going to do first. So let's go workshop, crafting. We have to have this, obviously, because this is how... Come on, a little bit more. Right there. Right there. Boom. Okay, and then let's switch over to furniture. Let's make a rack. It's important that the X be in the back, by the way, because you can't access the chest from that side. So we'll just do that. All right, and then we'll put a box down there, and we'll put a box down there. All right, I have some logs, and I had stones. I need the toolkit. So this is where we go back in here looking for... Yeah, I picked up a couple of honeycombs, apparently. All right, get that out of my hand. All right, we put them in here, I believe. Yes, we did. All right, let's see. Take that, that. And we'll put that down there. Put the rest of it in there for now. Okay, toolbox. And then first is the rack. And then box, box. Okay, so that's good. Here, why don't we throw this in here for now? Oh, I never ate the peach. I'm going to eat that peach right now. And I am thirsty. I'm also a little bit on the tired side, so might have to catch some sleep there in a bit. All right, bring this up, and here, why don't we put those in there? All right, everything else I'm probably bringing back with me. Yeah, probably bringing that back with me for now. But here's the thing, I can now dump things in here. If I was to say loot something in this area, I can just dump it in here. And of course, I'm going to extend this out, so I'm going to have a whole bunch of these chests because crafting in storage is the reason for this place. But this is my little starting point here. As a matter of fact, let me get the rest of those... the rest of these, I should say, so that we can have them here, because I do need to make a lot of these shelves. I don't know exactly what the final size is going to be, or I might actually build one more up this way. I don't know. We're going to have to see. But for now, here, you just hold on to those. There we go. All right, why don't we take a quick look around? First, we'll look at the map here. Now, yeah, I am kind of far away from places like this and this. But the thing is that I do have like highway access, which doesn't make it very difficult at all. And as long as I load myself up with the good military backpacks, and that is a reason I'm going to have to go back to that motel. The top floor, we never touched it. And I do need the small military ones to pack in the back of the trunk so that it fits very snugly and we can get maximum storage capacity there. But around the area here, I do believe this is a quarry over here. We have a port over here. There is a lot of houses, and there is a gas station in here. Right here, I believe it's right here, there's a mineral field. Actually, why don't we just go take a quick look over there? Where is it here? We'll just check a couple of those things out. I'm not going to go too far. But it does also have like the physical requirements in terms of, like I mentioned, it's flat, which is very useful. I had a lot of terrain issues, and yeah, they're coming for me. Yeah, these guys can do a lot of damage to a vehicle. All right, now if I go up here, I believe when you hit the upper horizon, that on the left, there's going to be a lot of minerals. Ores, I should say. All right, let's be careful here. And you can see them already starting to pop in there. Yeah, it's a pretty good field over there. So, you know, it's nearby. Not a problem at all. There's also, I think there's a farming facility up there, which is also very good. And of course, there is that quarry that I mentioned. But we're just going to take a quick look at the main avenue over here. As I mentioned, the uneven ground was a big problem where we built our first base in the first playthrough. So having perfectly flat ground is just really useful. All right, so there's two stores here. There's a clothing store, then there's also a food store. The good thing about the food store is it has searchable racks, which means they'll probably respawn. Also, there's a bus stop there, but there's also a lot of zombies in the area, and they're going to jump out in a moment. Okay, I don't know what's in those, but that could be interesting. We have some kind of a farming thing here. I'm having little blackouts, and I don't even know what's going on with that, so I probably can't play much longer. But there is a lot. I mean, there's a lot of houses around here, which is a good thing. See, there's one there. There's a whole bunch back there, and there's more here. And of course, I said there's a gas station, and there's another one of those bus stops there. And there's more houses going all the way this way. So there's a lot of loot to be found. A lot of loot. And of course, eventually it'll all respawn. Now, also, right down here is a port. And the ports usually have a lot of good stuff. There's also a bridge that leads over to this area. So you have access to this mine. And right here, there is a military installation. I do believe that's the only one on the board, so that's something that come fall, I want to hit that. Hopefully we can get some stuff. Now, the airfield is actually up here. The thing is, it's on top of a mountain. If you want to get to it, there's a couple of trails that lead up. All of them are steep. See this one right here? You can kind of get to this. There's actually a merchant on the road, but this is a bandit camp right on the road. You drive by there, you will be shot at, period. But once you get up there, you know, it's the airfield and it's loaded with soldiers. Now, I've heard some very disturbing things about loot. And I have seen some things myself. So I'm a little concerned about loot dropping. I mean, we haven't really seen a lot of problems with that in videos. But I've actually seen it, except of course for the fuel. Fuel has been some problems with that. But I mean, I've also seen some off video, and I am a little bit concerned about that. And I gotta tell you, I am starting to wonder if before day 20, I should kick the loot up to abundant. Because, I mean, I've heard that people who've gone up to the airfield, you know, and killed everything, which was very expensive. I should have turned in there, shouldn't I? So now I have to... You know what? I'm going to back up. Because otherwise I'm going to have to deal with the wolves again. And I don't want to deal with the wolves. Of course, I'm really surprised we haven't pulled anybody here yet. Because I have seen a lot of zombies coming out of here. Anyway, I've heard that some people went up there and they even had abundant turned on. And they got out of there with a couple of guns and some scrapings of bullets. In other words, they found a lot of empty containers. And yeah, that is a little bit concerning. We've seen that with the fuel, and actually I've seen it with other things too. Yeah, there's some big issues here. I'll give you one that I found. I was doing some scouting over here, and there was a big parking lot that had not one, it had 2 police stations. And one of them was the normal police station. It's in the middle of a city surrounded by 2 gas stations, so, you know, you couldn't take it the same way we took the other one by shooting everybody. Otherwise, you'd bring probably dozens down upon you, unless you killed them beforehand. The other one was the one that was the littler one that was in the city in the previous map. The thing is, it had no lootable locations at all, and that is very concerning. I also visited the truck stop, which was in the same area. It was the place with the big warehouse inside and out. You had to make 2 trips in order to get everything. Well, I walked through that, killed the creatures, and I came out with enough that didn't even fill a backpack, because there were very little lootable locations, and about 6, 7 out of 10 were just empty. And if that's the way it's going to be, we're never going to be able to build any of the NPC buildings because they are very expensive. How expensive? Just a quick reminder of the house. Where's the house? Where's the house? Where's the house? That's the canteen. There's a house. Yeah, how are we ever going to build that if that's what they're going to give us? That's going to be very difficult. So I am strongly considering that. I'm hoping that there's some kind of a fix or something in the near future. We are actually on day 15, so I got a couple of days to think about that. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. So this is where we're going to build. I'm going to be working on this, and I want to have these chests available so when we get loot, I can just drop them here. This is basically going to be a move-in for spring. We're still going to do winter at the other place, but I am going to be working on this, especially during the summer, because the weather is just terrible during the summer in this game. Just terrible. We actually worked out amazing during this video. Just amazing. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Maybe say something in the comments for the great God algorithm. And of course, subscribing is a great way to show your support. So thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games because games are fun. See ya.